Welcome back to track building. No way. It's 7:40 a.m. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Woo! I have to go to dinner tonight. Wow. All right. Last time I don't know, were sad or something. Yeah. Last time, part 38 was last time. We relabbed this since we adjusted this. This became pane blocks, glass panes instead of full glass blocks, because I got hit once by the speed check when I was actually trying to take the corner normally. Was I a little bit faster than I should have been going? Would I have gone wide? Probably. But I said if I ever got hit once when I was unintentionally, then I would adjust it. So here I am. Here we are. So I did that. Found and what sucks is that my results were slower than when these were full glass blocks, which I refuse to believe. This is slower. If the speed check allows higher speeds to go through, you should be able to carry more speed and then finish the section faster. But I'm just, all my effort is just in vain because it's just slower. So that's cool. I'm not sharing that, am I? It was a tick slower, so or something like that. So that's awesome, man. But whatever, it's still within a good range. Right now, it's these are the numbers right now. These are numbers are actually pretty similar, but these were a tick higher, or these two were a tick higher or something. So this is that. Here, let me this one. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So we did that. What else did we do last time? Last time we also just tidied up around everywhere. Made this look better. Just kind of cleaned up a bit. We also why did I not? Oh, well, I also blocked off other routes that could be taken in jump section. And let me hold on, let me update my thing. Never mind, I haven't even uploaded the part 38 yet. Typically it takes a few days. It might take up to a few days for me to upload it. Not because it's big, it's just I don't allocate the time to do it. I generally want to upload while I'm not using the computer. Or I could be using the computer, I just I'm not using the internet. Anyways. Or internet for serious things. So yeah, I extended the sides of these, I was kind of cleaned up. I also, I wrote, I blocked off additional ways to drive. You can drive around to the right side of the cannon wall too. Or I also adjusted this, right? Just general, you can also jump from here immediately over to here. So I added this wall, right? Just general. I think those are the main things. I also prevented the wall tap from here, so you can't just drive like this and wall tap. And just I don't know if it's faster. I just don't want to bother finding out. I don't think anyone's gonna be super upset. Oh no, there's no wall tap here. It's over. The track sucks. On the fucking bump control route. They're not even gonna practice the bump control route. It's whatever, man. Right. Yeah, I cleaned up in here a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do decoration-wise, but I don't know. Yeah. Realized we probably don't need a speed check, but I also realized I don't care, and doesn't really hurt, doesn't seem to hurt. You know what? No, fuck that. I'm just gonna do this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. Why not? If anyone asks, it's just okay, what, there used to be a speed check here, but now, because, the whole point was, oh, yeah, we're going to prevent you from, having higher speed from back here, and you're going to hit the speed check, and, you're going to hit the wall. But, I tried it, a couple times. I would just go under the iron bars and, not. Bruh. So, yeah, and, this wall prevents, most, areas of, where you can actually, go in. So, yeah, that's what we mainly did. We just relabbed red apex because of this. Got worse results. Stupid as fuck. Blocked off other routes that we could take for jump section, and then tidied up around everywhere. Now, what do we have left? Well, a few things. of course, the main thing is we need to actually go through and do genuine testing. Like, up till now, all of what we've been doing is intentionally failing. Like, we've intentionally been hitting this one, intentionally been hitting this one, intentionally hitting the red, and checking how much time lost. And that's really important, because if you don't do that, and you only balance around how much time you lose unintentionally, right? Like trying to actually drive normally, but then accidentally clipping this and getting hit by it, right? If you only balance it around that, then you're leaving yourself open to it being faster to hit intentionally, and then your normal route is no longer the normal route because everyone's just hitting this intentionally, right? Because it's faster or whatever. So it makes sense that you try to first balance it around intentionally hitting everything, and then once that's at a good number, also try to make sure that, while you do that, you try to make it the fastest way to fail intentionally is as close to failing unintentionally, right? For example, just hitting this head on, you want this to be slower than hitting it like this, oh fucking hell, I forgot. Every time I have to restart my computer, I have to turn on the FN lock again. It's stupid. You want to make it slower, just drive head on into this, than it would be just to barely clip this while facing this way, right? You're jumping and then you're trying to make it the next corner and then you clip this, right? You want this to be the fastest way to fail this intentionally, right? Because it lines up with the main line. So try to consider that while you're making the bump control, and then that's the first stage, like I said, is doing everything intentionally, failing everything intentionally. Second stage is what we're going to get started on today, and that's failing everything unintentionally. And what we're going to do is we're just going to drive normal route a gajillion times, and every time you mess up, we're going to keep going. We're not going to stop and reset. We're just going to keep going, and we're going to write down our time for whatever. So if I accidentally hit this third one and fall, then I'm going to keep going until the end, and then in my Google sheet, I'm going to write down my times. Yeah. So that's the plan. And we're just going to do it for a really long time. And if we ever get any values we don't like, we're going to have to adjust. And then possibly check intentionally failing as well. I didn't think about that, but yeah, we're going to have to do that. Frick. Whatever. I mean, yeah. Like I also said in previous episodes, I do not inherently prioritize one over the other. I do not inherently prioritize failing unintentionally over failing intentionally, nor do I prioritize vice versa. If I have numbers that are good for failing it intentionally, but not good for failing it unintentionally, I'm not always going to favor that compared to undesirable intentional compared to desirable unintentional. It just depends on how, what the numbers are. If the unintentional is way off, 1.5 seconds slow, while intentional is 0.3, then we have a problem. And then I'm going to try to work on unintentional, right? But if we have intentional being 0.2 and unintentional being 0.5, I might just leave it at that. I'd like everything to be 0.3. That's been my goal. And I've been a lot more lenient on it later as we get later. I'm not going to care if you lose 0.15 or 0.2 here instead of 0.3, because it's the last one. And what I'm concerned about is people tanking the 0.3 intentionally, right? But listen, if failing yellow apex was 0.3 slower than normal route, and failing this was 0.3 slower than normal route, why would you ever intentionally fail yellow apex if you can just do this and it's so much easier, right? Odds are you're going to unintentionally fail something along the way until you, before you even get to yellow. So if they were equal, then why not just fail cannonball too, right? So that's why I've been a bit more lax on later apexes, like this guy and this guy, I believe. So that's good, because then that should lead to lower punishments for unintentional as well, right? But yeah, I mean, I spent so much time labbing out intentional that, like, I don't want to have to go back, right? So, like, if I get, like, if this is, like, 0.2 intentional, 0.5 unintentional, I'm okay with that. Like, it's not terrible. I'd love to be 0.3, 0.4 would be okay as well. 0.5 is, like, it's alright, I guess. It's not enough for me to go back. 0.6 would be like, okay, maybe we should, like, try to adjust it. I really hope that doesn't happen on red, because red is, like, so fucking troublesome, because, like, the big thing is you just drive right into it, right? Because you just treat it like a wall tap. But, like, if you're driving normally, you're actually braking here. So there's going to be a difference in speed depending on if you drive intentionally and unintentionally. That's why this is speed check here, is to try to prevent you from just carrying as much speed as you want into wall tapping the red. Now, I've had to nerf this multiple times, so I don't even know how much, like, it doesn't actually block that much. It blocks, like, straight head-on assault, like, head-on, I guess head-on assault, I don't know. It prevents, like, straight head-on, but it actually allows through a lot of speed. So, yeah, the red is a bit of a problem. Yellow wouldn't be too, yellow is kind of shit, actually, because, like, I'm kind of already doing everything I can. So, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, so we're just going to lab a bunch, and we're probably going to become depressed, because we're probably going to get numbers that we don't like. Two things, though, first, before we start, that I want to do. First thing is, I fucking hate the speed check. Check this out. This happened last time, it's 11:26. I don't like that, that's dumb. The whole point of, like, using buddy tools here is that, like, you can drop them down and get them out of the way. If they can just get back on, then what's the point? So I'm thinking of moving everything. I'm going to make a backup of all this. And throw it somewhere, I guess, I don't know. What's the speed check version? V4. I think it's speed check V5. Generally, my notation always, by the way, is, like, put the sign on the earliest spot of the track. Like, this would be, like, if you were driving the track normally, this is, like, where you reach first. You wouldn't, like, reach here first, right? So, like, whatever the entry is where I put the sign. I don't think I've said that yet. But yeah, I'm going to move everything over. I'm going to move the ice blocks over, but there's a wall underneath which separates this route from this route. So I'm going to move everything over, and that sucks. It's annoying, but, like, I gotta do it, man. Yeah. brother. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Bro. That's it. If you get stopped there, I would tell you, man. I don't even know how to do that, but whatever. Okay. No, there ain't no way you can actually, like, still get on the device there. Like, there ain't no way, man. Okay. Now then, what else? I think that was actually a lot smoother than I expected. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that you can actually, like, make the jump and stuff still, though. You should be able to. I don't know why you wouldn't. You have your stepping, right? It wasn't particularly close in the past. Yeah, you're fine. You're super fine, actually. Okay, cool. Next. That's one. I think the other thing was I needed to set up a spreadsheet. Maybe. Hopefully that's what it was. Let's see here. Okay. So, what do I need to adjust? I need to... Red apex. Yeah. I think I need to add more. Red apex. 1, 2, 3, 4, huh? Oh, that's 3, I think. Let's do 3. Apex. Don't tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. That was one. Look into my eyes. Don't tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. Oh wait, no, that was two. Ah. New perspective gain from all the pain and stress, and when I do come back, I'm stronger. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do like yellow or something. Yellow means intentional, I suppose. Oh, let's also write this, why not? Like white or something. Shift front, yellow apex, Y wide. Yep. Cool. Let me double check the initial formatting and stuff. Cool. Alright, now then. Oh wait, oh, there's more data down here. Yeah. Oops. Yellow apex, 3. Oh wait, we got it. Oh, never mind. Okay. Tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. Okay, and then we gotta check for it wouldn't make sense to have checkpoint 1 comparisons for that. Oh, we also need a success one, huh? 1, 2. This 2 equals E5. We can do CE5. CF5. What? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh wait, oh. Yeah, sure. That's gonna be CG5 and oh wait. G H. That's more correct. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be CI. Actually, hold on. Oh. We'll have both. Okay. And then we'll say yeah, right? Yeah. H8. I8.
New perspective gain from all the pain and stress, and when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So kneel, don't disturb in the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you love me about behind my back. Dirtiness in me. Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. Happiness is deep. I hold this hard to break down. It's late or apologies is going
I guess we can do that. Huh? CJ. Okay.
into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. Happiness is deep.
Okay.
I hold this hard
Now then.
to break down. It's late for apologies. It's starting. Some things may break me, but always get back up. New perspective gain from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So don't disturb me, no please. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. Happiness is deep.
Actually, all of them have it, huh? Well, these ones. Yeah, those ones should have it, yeah. What about checkpoint 2 ones? Yeah, red apex.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. Happiness is deep.
You said checkpoint 2 left, so.
It's hard to break down.
BC.
It's late for apologies. It's going
Checkpoint 2, right? Because we did checkpoint 1 beforehand for, unintentional, or intentional, because, like, you reach here sooner intentionally, right? But, like, you factor out checkpoint 1, because, like, at some point, like, the line is the same. Like, for yellow apex, the line is the same up until, like, here-ish, right? So, just because you reach here faster doesn't really, like, matter. What I mean, it matters, like, if you reach here faster or something. So we should have probably factored out checkpoint 2, honestly, but whatever. I mean, not checkpoint 2. But for now, we're actually doing it unintentionally, so we should be factoring out checkpoint 2. For things beyond checkpoint 2. So, that should probably be checkpoint 1, actually. Sure. we like combine these? Sure. Cool. Seems legit.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. The tenacity
I
hold this hard to break down. It's late
we can do it.
apologies.
Like that, sure. We actually do like a different shade, huh? No.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies. It's scarred and some things may break me, but always get back out. New perspective gain from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So kneel down, disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies.
Cool.
It's going down.
Sure. So if I say like 9452 or something. Cool. Alright, nice. And like
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you're loving about
Cool.
behind my back.
alright, let's go with that then.
Tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies.
Can do that. Let me do that. Whatever. Alright. We're going to hide these guys. I don't want to see them. Alright, there we go. Nice. Do I want to make a new thing? Yeah, sure I can. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna start a new recording. No way. Okay, bye.